Good afternoon, YouTube. God works in mysterious ways. Wilfred Wong has been arrested.
Oh dear, how sad, never mind.
And now we've got evangelical fundamentalist Christians praying for Wilfred Wong. And no doubt they'll be claiming this is God's will and God's work.
Jesus said on the cross, "It is finished." Satan, it is finished. You are under Wilfred's feet.
I might be wrong, but I do think that bloke just stated that Jesus said on the cross to Satan, "Satan, it is finished. You are under Wilfred's feet." I must have read a wrong version of a Bible. Anyway, what might be Wilfred's fate? I'll have a little guess at this. He's now in prison. And from what I hear, it's being claimed that this was a rescue mission. So given that he investigates satanic ritual abuse, the defence might go along the lines of that the child was being held by Satanists, and they took the child to stop the child suffering any satanic ritual abuse. So if that's what his defence is going to be, and if that's his statement to the police about it, he might end up on the hospital wing, or what so-called normal prisoners call Fraggle Rock. I very, very, very much doubt they've put him in with the normal prisoners, because normal prisoners don't like people that abduct children, and he will get battered. So for his own safety and protection, I imagine he's either in the hospital wing because of his delusions, or he's on Rule 43, which is the nonce wing, where all the child abusers go. Perhaps this is God's will to put him on a wing with child abusers. Or maybe the state's got a very funny sense of humour. Now let's say that that is his defence at court, that they were rescuing a child from Satanists and satanic ritual abuse, and that he gets found guilty of kidnapping a child. The judge is going to ask for psychiatric reports, and if he carries on with that story, the psychiatric reports aren't going to go in his favour. If he tries to claim that he was doing God's work and working on behalf of God to save children from Satan and Satanists, because there was another man who did the same, Peter Sutcliffe. At his trial he pleaded not guilty to 13 charges of murder, but guilty to manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. The basis of his defence was that he claimed to be the tool of God's will. Sutcliffe said he had heard voices that ordered him to kill prostitutes while working as a grave digger. So it's quite possible that they might section him and sentence him. And I had to check this up, but I remembered from years ago when I was in and out of prison, some people would get found guilty of the crime they committed and get a prison sentence. Let's say they got 10 years. But then they would also be sectioned under the Mental Health Act. And when that happens, and you get moved from a prison to a mental hospital, your prison time stops. So the time that you do in a mental hospital doesn't come off your prison sentence. So you might be kept in a mental hospital for 5 years, and then they'll declare you sane enough to go back to prison and continue your prison sentence. So it's quite possible that he could never ever get out of prison. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, click notifications and all that sort of malarkey. Thanks very much. Bye.